Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, where the true finale plays at last, with one thing left to prove, of which we can only prove it with you. I mean, I can't do a location. I'm just basically saying that you're the evidence. Unlimited penalty. Either I fail out for the first time for the trilogy here, or I win through. But I'm pretty confident of a victory, based on the fact that there's nothing I can present as evidence to prove this fact. So let's give it a go. Take that! Take that! I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, trite? You think I am? What was that just now? Mia? It can't be. You're living on through him. Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask. During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. Some still gave him coffee. Just now, I saw a spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought. Mr. Godot. But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me. You? Yourself? I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Mia! Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? If I'd really wanted to save you, then there's one person I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick? But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, but I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason? No? Why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette. A part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Godot. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me.
Thanks.
Your wound, it's bleeding.
Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Tears? Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Mayor. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant!
Yes, Your Honor.
Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offence in itself.
I understand, Your Honor.
Mr.
Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize?
To me? For what? For the case 5 years ago, of course.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me. It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh?
What do you mean? You and my sister, you only met twice.
Huh? We only met twice?
The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way! It can't be true! I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
It was with Iris. For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister.
Huh? It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me. Feeny.
You mean...
That's right. I lied to you for 8 months.
But why? Why would you do such a thing?
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and the surveillance, she couldn't move about freely. So that's why you... My sister. From the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Noticed what?
My feelings for you. If I'd found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life. Or mine. Iris! After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Thank you.
How many cups of darkness have I drunk over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though, right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I think you're right. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise Zonim. At some point I expect you to be tried as your oldest accomplice in this case.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant. Which we've known her to be for a very long time. Court is now adjourned.
No confetti, though. Because, to be honest, it's a sad end all round.
So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended. Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand.
Of course justice was served.
Mia!
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando!
The man who cared so deeply for you. You couldn't because he chose to not save himself. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
You mean with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me.
Mia!
You've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia. I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, Phoenix.
I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question.
What does it really mean to defend someone?
I suppose today's case produced one possible answer.
Nick.
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Mia. What did she say?
At night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry. Phoenix will save everyone in the end. That randomly got me. Don't know why. I got choked up over one sentence. That's really weird. But I guess it's a combination of things. Why did that work? I don't know. Pause for a second. Compose and goes. I guess it's the trust between sister. The trust that she gave towards Phoenix as a character. It's just so explicit, I guess. But, come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick. Maya. How? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered. Youch! Franziska! Still as softy as always, Phoenix Wright.
Excellent work, Wright.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Franziska have actually been helping me. Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. But where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Franziska?
Who's this?
I don't suppose...
Oh, Loris. There's room for me in this group hug, is there?
Oh, Larry!
What's with the, longer than usual face? I realised something when I was reborn. I realised that Larry was never of any use to anyone, not even once.
That's not true, right, Nick?
What? You're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, of course. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good.
No. Oh yeah! Those portraits you painted. They were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
What? Me? Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Did you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well too?
What? My beauty cannot possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something.
So then you'll do it, like you promised? You're going to model for my next picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip?
Nah! Don't get carried away.
Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me.
Huh?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around.
Pearls. Where could she have gone?
Normally she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearly!
Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either.
Franziska. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya's a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya's trying her best not to cry.
Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya?
Well, yeah. Someone who was going to be used to murder Maya. Betrayed by a mother, pretty much. Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too.
Ow! Then tell me, Phoenix Wright. Who is Mayor Faye being strong for? Well, simply a little girl that was horribly, horribly abused as far as I'm concerned. Pearl Faye. The poor kid. After all, the reason she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Faye clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But it's the cruel irony it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake. Until she can see her smile again.
Oh hey, this is where you all were. Wow, looks like we've got quite a bunch here today. Youch! What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just sort of kind of gone down by a teeny weeny bit, but it's alright. I made reservation at a first class French restaurant tonight. Ah!
Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant?
Oh no!
You don't mean... Très bien! Where else? I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited too. Oh, forget about me. Pearl and I will be at the loser's shack eating potatoes. No, Maya has taken an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya. What's wrong?
Nick, what do I do? Pearlie, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh? I bet she just went back home. That's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
As I figured, she's been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that's befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? What is it, pal? Could you guys go on ahead? But what about you? Maya and I will join you guys once we find pearls.
Nick!
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, but you're the... Ah!
Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't.
But where should we look? Where could Pearlie have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pearls might have gone to. Our offices? No, all the way back. That's a long way back.
Hazakura Temple.
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started.
What's this? You're back again so soon?
Sister Bikini?
I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So, she's here? Pearlie is here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay. Pearlie's not here.
Ah! Maya! The hanging scroll!
Ah!
Someone cleaned it off. It's gotta be pearls.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearlie! Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother.
That's why you came here?
It's the least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearlie. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. But, Mystic Maya, I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini! Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you that she said to me that night. After dishonouring the good name of Crane, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true, she'll always be with me, until the day I die. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. She'll always be with me, until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die. That's the master's talisman! The thing that Misty kept by her heart would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents. That's... a photo? Ah! Mother... It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question. Even when the battle is over, and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. Ah! This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate that what we've overcome today. But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training. I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for free when you come back. Wah! Alright, we're gonna have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but... What is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all, but why for free? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us. Huh? I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you. Huh? Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're gonna do the special course naturally. Huh? 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 That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, you'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too. Well, then, here goes nothing.
Objection!
Of course, an objection to end it all. What a sequence for the ending.
I'll really have to work extra hard now. Master of Karain and the office manager of Wright & Co. Law Offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Or accused of murder, or etc, etc, etc. Do you know what the main thing is for a game that I thought I'd played before I started the trilogy, and then turning out that I hadn't played it at all? It was great, and I Can't believe I missed it. So it's true! Miss Nick really is Miss May's knight in shining armour. He went through the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation.
I'm sure you shall. But yeah, I honestly thought I'd played the game. I hadn't played it at all. What a great one. Enjoyed immensely. Now you brought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir.
Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. Pretty much. Pretty much. And it's just the fact that everything was built towards that last case. The foresight.
Mr. Wright, I'm once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Crane exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip and said that I must show you what I've learned.
Don't! Object! I object! I object. The fact they also made like really important points in previous cases too. I know they're writing towards something, but Desi and I started a company called Mass Damask Constructing. We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city. Our motto is cut it out, please! Pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans for the criminals as a kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. No, you're not the worst criminals. We've seen a lot worse. Red White, Morgan Fay, Dahlia Hawthorne, many.
I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre. So I lent him 500 Hey, and a tea set. A special fig tea, one I mixed with my own two hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise.
spooky ladies all around the place. They come and get us, poison in our face. I'm just holding in the way, a wrinkly, grumpy, clown-nosed waste of flesh. At least that's what I thought. My grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 6-9 years old and I cry like a baby with a dirty diaper. I'm sure you did. Though I can't remember all the voices for people. Stop throwing them at me. And don't dirty your diaper.
It's Mrs. Roboto. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elk. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Madder. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly.
Just because what? He's got a symmetrical name, Adam Madder? I guess.
My. More reporters. Since the murder, we've made so much money I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back.
Do you think she'll be let off? I mean, she's got ties in more than one case after all that she admitted in court. She'll get some kind of sentence, I'd imagine. Yep.
You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Will they ever confirm that relationship? Will it ever happen? What am I objecting about? Phoenix Wright, Ben Grumman Judd. Ah, you mean the voice acting? Amazing! Sion King played Miles Edgeworth. All voices at the end should come up with by Olizandri. Mia Fey, Christina Catano.
Objection!
James C. Wilson played Godot. Even the glug noises?
Objection!
Franziska? Janet Hasu. I wonder how you pronounce that exactly correctly, because I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. Hey, this is definitely voice acted by me. David Crislip. His hair!
Oh. What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation and no one is here to greet me! I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit and now I've got no one! And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What with all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien! And now what am I going to do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? If I bring them over to Edgepoo, I know exactly what he's sorting in, and I really can't accept it. I'm afraid I have something that's just something fragile, hard. Oh, and I will have a funny gentleman who treat me like a fine lady. Old bag. Oh no. Snake, I thought we avoided her. Obviously there's no avoiding the old bag. I finally found something I love to do! Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip is going to turn the art world on its head. I should have realised this sooner. Self-centred, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist! A really good portrait artist, I'm not a loser after all. To all the artists out there, he doesn't mean it, honest. I mean, I bet that was a dig at the game artist, to be honest, from the game writer. It wouldn't even surprise me if that's just an internal jibe. What a picture to end it off on. Or a couple thereof. So thank you for watching, basically. Thank you for joining me throughout the Phoenix Wright trilogy. As we wonder if something else will happen? No, it's restarted. Has it actually restarted fully? It has indeed. But yes, thank you for joining me throughout this trilogy. I hope you have enjoyed it all over the time that it's been coming out. Of course, I know it is kind of a fan favourite on the channel a fair bit. Everyone loves it when I go full out with the voices. I've tried my best as usual. So hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. The game series is amazing, of course. And will we be continuing it, which is really the question you guys want to know? Well, with Apollo Justice getting a slight remaster re-release, that would be the next place to go, wouldn't it? The next part in Phoenix's story itself. So you can expect more Phoenix Wright on the channel in the future. For now, we bid adieu to it yet again. I thank you for watching, and hope you'll tune in and come back next time. Go and check out some of my other Let's Plays as well, you might like them. And I'll see you around. Bye-bye.